Hoo-wah! What's up, everyone? We're getting started. I'm going to do some hopeless attempts on a ridiculously hard level that you should not really try to solve by hand. So I'm going to try it. Yep. We're getting set up. Getting it set up. Statistically speaking, this is probably going to be a waste of time. But, you know, whatever. Puzzles can be fun. And it's a puzzle level. Do a mic check. And do a sync check, pushing play. And try that again, pushing play. And try that again, pushing play. Cool. All right, let's see. Luckily for this level, we don't need to warm up. I didn't boo it yet. Where the heck is it at? Why is it not in my played courses? Have to find it now. Oh, I did boo it. My apologies. Okay. Cool. So, basically, here's the level. And I think somebody is even trying automated attempts. But you spawn into this room, pick a few items, take a screenshot, then you wait a little bit. You have to wait like a minute in between every attempt. And then it activates. So now what we have here is the Chaos Chamber. We have already lost, most likely. So one of the I need to pay better attention. There's a P switch that's going to be activated. QWERTY! Good luck! Thanks! I was hoping to one-shot it, but I didn't one-shot it, so... I think one of these P switches up here causes a lot of failures. So, you know, just like any other puzzle level. Just like any other puzzle level, except it has billions and billions and billions of combinations, I'm sure. So anyways, yeah, you pick your input, you wait for the bombs to drop. Make sure you get your screenshot, because this one right here, it pushes all of them together. And if they get squished, you're gonna lose. And then it's about a minute wait. It's actually, once the timer gets to 420, the coins turn into solid blocks. And you need to kill all 24 bombs. So, technically, it is possible to study this and maybe figure it out. But it would be very, very hard. So we got none. Oh, wait a minute. So it pushed it, which is kind of an interesting. This is a reset. And so now, let's see. So I got 8. So I only got 8 out of 24. So those inputs that I did are not going to work. I think somebody else is doing a brute force on this, maybe. I feel like this one is good. This is my lucky P switch right there. That's my lucky P switch. And now we just wait. And, you know, we can look at it and try to see if we notice any patterns. Or, you know, it's probably kind of hard, you know, but like, sometimes it's always staying on. Look at this guy right there. The more, I think, the more items, especially the more P switches, the greater the chance of failure. 7, not too bad. But you have to get all of them. So 8, 9, 10. So I only got to 11 because these blocks didn't blow up. So those had to be blown up before it went in. All right, what do we think it is? Definitely the more items that you have, so I'll do a run with a lot of items. You can see the bombs are gonna just like blow up immediately. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the barking dogs or not. So we have a lot of items on the field now. So the chances that they get crushed is going to be a lot higher. If you have too many springs, it'll also crush it against the ceiling. So we've lost 2 already, because 5 is the starting. Technically, a solution could be found, maybe if you lose some. I don't know how many. But if you've lost 1 or 2, it's probably already dead. And then of course I've also tried, you know, no inputs and all inputs. There might be a spring only input that works. Yeah, if you lose one bomb early, it's probably Jover. Probably. There is maybe a solution that works, but it's probably much harder to find, or maybe it's only one solution. So look at that spring, almost did a whole 360. So there are some things in the level that's gonna be, you know, static, like the claws, the position of the anchor for the claw, and the springs going around. But it's definitely pretty chaotic just looking at it. But I think that, you know, there is a little bit of kind of like the next neighbor input. So, you know, even just looking at the coins, some of them are gonna need to be down here. That time I didn't get any. It's almost like a lottery. It's almost like a slot machine, it feels like. So just looking at this, like, how do I get most of the coins to the left? Like, how do I even get them up on top of the screen? They have to hit a spring. And the ones down here should not hit a spring. So I did find out if I do that first spring there, I think. These are some maybe random ones. One of the P-switches around here causes a lot of failures. But I think if you put a P-switch, and a spring right here, the spring almost always stays on the P-switch for that left side. And I do think somebody is working on a brute force attempt with some software. So this is probably just, you know, wasted time. So now this one is always staying right here. And it's not there anymore. Okay, everything I said was wrong. But it is to the left. That's not good. But it killed some of the coins, which is good. So it's possible that there could be a solution where you lose bombs before the P timer. I think that blew up. Let's see how many, because it moved the coins. So yeah, so some of them got revealed. Because I guess, I don't know if the bomb can be crushed, if it still explodes. But we'll try some random. I feel like the total number of inputs needs to be less than like 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 here. But the more inputs that you have, the definitely seems like greater chance of failure. Did I screenshot that? Can't remember. So the first P-switch landed on this spring, so it pushed all of them to the right. So that was one of the very initial ones. That's not good. Looks like they do make a little explosion when they get crushed. And then I think there's like one-ways up here. So if there's too many springs, they'll get crushed by the one-ways up top. That was really close, actually. But I didn't blow up all the blocks. I think I just blew up 3 of them with that attempt. And then you also have to time this part. So I think 12 is my PB for the stream right now. I think one time I got 16. Okay. Definitely want... you know, almost as few inputs as possible. I feel really good about this input. But, you know, that's just the old human brain. I mean, really, it's like, statistically, why would... And then these ones feel bad. These ones feel bad. And then everything on the outside feels good. And especially that one. Because it's just staying together, and we have to get these ones up here. I can't remember if I took a screenshot or not. Definitely good to take a screenshot of your input, just in case something happens and you want to look at it. Look at that guy in the claw. These over here, I don't know what they're doing. It's looking a little iffy. Okay, 7. So that blew up 2 of them. So it should blow up 2 more. Well, I guess maybe more than that. So I'm back at 12, so I'm already back at my PP. I think that was like 6 inputs, maybe. Maybe. Are you feeling lucky, punk? If I get something that's really close, I could adjust it by 1 bit. Basically gambling. So when this has nothing on it, they kind of scatter a little better, which I think they might need. My pride and joy P-switch is not in the corner. They got 20 seconds to go. They're spread out pretty nicely. We need a few over here. We only have 5, so how would you blow up these coin arrangements with only 5? And I got nothing. Crap! So, statistically, most likely, back at 0. 0? Come on, 0. Okay, so this one, this one, this one, and this one. And this one. All right. All right. Come on, big money, no whammy. No whammy. No whammy. These two, pretty good combo right here. But last run, something pushed them out of the way. So now these are up here. This one goes back over here. Now the bombs have a way that they can get up there. If this stays where it is. A few P-switches can help the bombs turn around. No! No! No, why would you do that to me? Oh, this looks like crap. This looks like garbage. There's nothing, I don't have any way to get up there, and in only 3 seconds. Okay. So one of the springs somewhere, maybe somewhere close to my golden child of this lineup right here, messed it up. Maybe which one did I start with last time? So that was all the way over here. So maybe it needs a P-switch in here. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a P-switch in there. Let's see what it looks like. Come on, Papa needs a new pair of shoes. So I think this one somehow made this get out of alignment on last run. Because I want to try to keep this P-switch with a spring on it right here. Because this is like, how else are you going to get these coins up here? So somehow one of the bombs got under the P-switch that last run, I think. Right now they're spread out pretty good. And I still have this, so I need something, you know, something. And then over here should be almost nothing. You know, if I had a bunch of springs over here, it's like they would never hit them because they'd always be up here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's in the right direction. Maybe, I don't know. That's the thing, is like whether or not your inputs are gonna be close together, you know. If you choose inputs that are similar, maybe they're only different by a few things. And you do it again. You know, whether or not I have like this one spring on or off, how close are my results gonna be? I think that term has a word for it. It's like the amount of chaos in the system or whatever. On the other hand, I can also make it to where a P-switch does land on this one and they all get pushed. So this is still over here, this is on there, so this is looking good so far. There's not really any way for any of them to be crushed. Okay, we got 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something about this setup maybe got us a little further, but our PB is still 12. We only got to 10. So even though the bombs blew up on the first round, they didn't really hit all of these coins. This level! Sheep. Hey, Sheep. Welcome in. How's it going, dude? Feel free to play along if you want. I would not mind if you took first clear for me. It's okay. You have my permission. I mean, so far, all I really feel like is like these should be here. That's pretty much all I've gotten so far. But I could be wrong, of course. I think I'll pass. What? Okay. I mean, statistically, it is a waste of time to try this with human attempts. Theoretically, you know, it's possible that somebody could play these types of levels and get really good at them. You know, like that one guy who plays chess and is really good. But I think even supercomputers beat people in chess. I don't know. So this is a good structure right here. And nothing over here. So I might need some P-switches in the middle. We'll see. P-switches are really good about getting the bombs to switch their direction. But they're also really good about getting the bombs to blow up too early. So we would have to have... We only have 5, so like 1 over here. So I got 3 right there. Supercomputers are much better than people at chess. So right here, so I'm back on my PB of 12. Yeah, I guess probably today, nowadays, supercomputers would be a lot better. Bit of a thought experiment, I guess. So I don't think I really need any springs on the right side, but I do probably need a P-switch. I can barely beat a 2000 rated bot. Dude, chess is really hard, honestly. Chess is really freaking hard. I tried to beat it. I tried to play chess, but... Also, I think that there's probably a solution that exists with 7 or fewer inputs. So I'm not choosing a whole lot of inputs. The more inputs you pick, the greater the chance that you're gonna get an early explosion. So mostly right now, I'm just looking to have this structure. Good luck, Killer Dragon! Thanks. We already beat the level, we're just going for world record. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, now it's got 2 springs on it. Dang it! Freaking jackpot spinning on zeros, dude. Be a great way to do a little slot machine. Going random on this is pretty nuts. Yeah, well, I mean, it seems to be the latest rave. Craze and whatever. Honestly, I almost feel like I don't need any springs on the right side. There's so many people who are really good at chess. Although, what's that other game where you like have white and black pieces and every time you like put a piece down, it flips the pieces, the color from like white to black or something? I don't know. So we got a P-switch, so our input P-switch was on this side, and now it's still over here. It's probably not gonna move. It's also not gonna squish anything, probably. Go? Is it go? I don't know. Is it go? It might be go. I think it's an Asian game, maybe. No! No! You could also get up here if you have a spring on a spring. What is my P-switch doing? This could be good, because it's going to end right here. But they're still in the middle a lot. They're still in the middle too much. So we need them to not be in the middle. How do we get them to not be in the middle? I think if we have P-switches, I think the P-switches make it so that they don't go in the middle if there's P-switches in here. And then I'm not activating any of these because these lead to a lot of deaths. But a solution could include some of these. All right, so just basically same thing is happening each time. So the P-switches kind of interact with the bombs a little more interestingly, as long as it doesn't crush them. And then this over here looks pretty good. Anything on the track is going to be in the same position when the switch activates. It's like that one's down there, that one's over there, that one's over there, and that one's up there. Okay. This level looks like something. Subversion! Welcome in! There is maybe a reason why it's uncleared, as they say in the business. It's pretty tough. Definitely pretty tough. Okay. Pretty much all of my inputs have had these turned on for today. Hope you're doing well. So bad it even has to apologize at the start. Yeah, well, I think there's some people working on a software solution. Basically a just chatting stream. Doing good, that's good. Do you play on the Minecraft server? That like Red Knight and Nemesis play on? No! Oh, everything's all over the place now. Oh wait, but I got a new. Oh jeez. All right, we need to try better. No, it's Java, and I only have Bedrock. Interesting. Oh, so Java is like a expansion? Let's see what it looks like with just this. Let's just do these three. Maybe expand from there. Oh, Java's a PC version. Wait, does that mean I can't play from Xbox? Like if I try to load it up in Xbox, I wouldn't be able to join them? Let's see if this is the one that messed up. Oh, the level starts with an extra spring somewhere. I think it's in the claw. Because I only did 2 spring inputs, but I have 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Xbox is Bedrock as well. Oh, maybe I won't be joining them. They can definitely get up there. And there's nothing blocking them here. They just shot across the map. Alright, come on, big money, big money! Oh, crap. Okay, I think I need more items. Might need more items! Might need more items than that. So you already start with 2 springs. Okay. I'm just gonna roll the dice. Snake eyes. Kind of don't like waiting, of course. Oh, did you see that? They were in the claw together and they were colliding. One was in one claw and one was in the other. Eight seconds. Places, people! Places! Take your places! Oh, crap. What is that one doing right there? How many did this blow up? Interesting. Yeah. I never see him clank like that. What's our... Ooh, you have to be pretty fast. So I got to 11, but you have to be pretty fast. You can't really wait for shenanigans, or else you could miss your chance, but... Not that anyone's actually trying too much, but definitely take a screenshot. I don't think I did. Did I do the same input last time? No, I didn't. There's no, I mean, statistically, I probably am not gonna accidentally pick the same input twice in a row. But it still kind of seemed like there's a lot in the middle. So I need them to spread out. So I figured out how to get a structure on the left. And now I'm just trying to get them to the side. The one little P-switch really can mess everything up. Once a spring lands on a P-switch, it's probably going to be on it forever. Like, it didn't even interact with those claws right there. Ooh, 2 of them. So the P-switch on there kind of helped push some of them to the left. Okay, 11, so we didn't get to our PB. I think one time I played this and I got 16. Or 18. Maybe I got 24, who knows? So what was it that I picked that got them right there? So it was halfway in between the second to last. So it was this one and the one below it. All right. All right. So last time we were doing the same inputs, except last time these were off. And we had a decent spread, I think. We got to 11, which is close to the PB. We don't want anything to hit this. We don't want a P-switch to land on this one immediately. But if it lands on it later, like it just did, it might be a good thing. Now this P-switch is bouncing around, dude. So now I have lost 2 bombs. That's not good, but I do like this. This structure looks very promising right here. So I think I got that by choosing, I think it was these 2. Okay, so I'm gonna pick one random other spring. So I think this structure right here gave me the delayed. That kind of extra item. Having this on the spring on the tracks kind of helped push all of the bombs to the side. Whereas before I was having the problem. So you don't want anything on here first, I'm pretty sure. But now, okay, so it moved it out of the way, so that input didn't work. Or maybe it will. Oh, look at that. So this is what I was looking for, but I've lost my thing on the side. Ooh, that was a lot of bombs over there. Okay. So which one did we pick? No, not that. Okay, which one did we? So we picked up the one before the 3rd burner. And then I was thinking that it's this one that needs to be on. Yeah. All right. So I feel pretty good about these, and I feel pretty good about these, and now I'm just kind of picking one at a time. And I think my original assumption, everything less than 7, so I'm at 5. But there's also 2 springs that load in because they're in the claw. 1, 2, maybe 3. I only picked 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I only picked 3, so that's 2. Okay, so this is staying here. This is on here, but it doesn't have a P-switch on it. So this, okay, so we got this again. All right. Okay, even better. What is this guy doing here? Okay, they're still in the middle. Not good. Not good. Which one did I pick last time? It was the one right under the burner. Okay, let's try a P-switch there instead. Okay. Let's see how many springs are actually there. Hard to know what combination to choose. Yeah, I mean, you could just do it randomly. Usually putting a P-switch here kills the run. Somewhere in here it kills the run if you put a P-switch. Because it falls... If it lands on there, it'll just squish all of the bombs. So we got a very high stack right here, which is probably not good. Because they can, there's a one-way up here they can squish. So far they're spread out pretty good. Also, they could be spread out, you know, on the sides. I want them to be on the sides. You know, at one point in time, they can be on the sides, and at another point in time... Okay. So we got some up there. If you can figure out which one, then you can eliminate it as an option at least. Yeah, it's one of them. And sometimes it depends on if you have the one next to it turned on, because it changes how the bomb explodes and loads it in. It's like one of these in here. Okay. So we've done a very similar one before. 2 runs ago, we did it where this input was switched. This one was off and this one was on. So it actually landed on the bombs and bounced. Oh, come on. All right. Be interesting to see if they beat it, just because it looks literally one of millions. So I think they are trying a software approach. I think somebody is doing like a modded Switch, and they're doing like thousands of attempts, maybe. There's a really similar level that was beaten using that attempt. A brute forcing attempt. I'm just kind of playing it because maybe it's a little fun to try to figure out, but yeah, so I think they are using like a modified Switch emulator and just running. I don't know if I took a picture there. So I have a whole new set of inputs. I tried not to pick any inputs from the last few runs. It seemed to be a dead end. So I tried to pick some random ones. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe we'll do one with a lot of items and see what it looks like. So this goes over the 7 rule that I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we'll keep an eye on this one as it falls down. So it fell down here, so maybe it was one more to the left, so it pushed them all. Yeah, so I just lost 4 of them right there. So the run is dead. So it could have been this one, because I thought we looked at this one and it didn't do it, so it might have been this one. So maybe these ones are safe. Let's just go ahead and see if it is that one. Yeah, so that one is the one that's pushing all of them together. When they're grouped up like that, the chance that they accidentally explode is pretty high. But we might as well see what happens from here. I think I don't have enough springs to reach the ones up top. But we'll go ahead and make sure. There could be several solutions. There could be a solution that only has 3 inputs. All right. On the other hand, if I think it's a good idea to get them grouped up, maybe I turn that one back on. So it's that one right there. We're gonna avoid. I'm not gonna add anything else because that's a lot of items already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yuppers. Okay, let's see if we can figure anything out. So they're spread left and right pretty good. Now they're in the middle. Now they're spread on the side pretty good. Back in the middle. I think the P-switches really help them to spread out to the sides. Look at that dude bouncing on it. It's like there's no way you could predict that would happen. Oh my gosh, I'm getting wrecked. I was doing better when I was sticking to my trusty inputs that I thought were good. So I'm just kind of trying some random attempts. So I'm trying to forget everything I know. Everything you thought you knew. To see if we get anything that looks remotely close to a starting point that we can then adjust a little bit. Just keep trying. I think there's like billions of possible inputs or something crazy. So that one was bouncing on it and looked really funny. They're spread up right in here pretty good. But now they're not there anymore. So at some points in time, they're on the sides, which is nice. But even in the same run, they can go back to being clustered in the middle. Wow. That is actually a lot right there. But maybe we got lucky. Almost certainly we got lucky. So we're back at our PB of 12. Let's see if we can find out what happened right there. Because 12 is our PB, so that's actually a good run. Okay. So we didn't have our structure right here, but instead we had that P-switch was moving them. So the P-switch on there was actually... And then what did the claw pick one up? So the claw would not have picked it up. So I think this just kind of shows that having fewer items is better. Because the claw can't pick anything up, you know. But I do wonder how I got the P-switch on the spring. A spring on a P-switch. That's what I meant. This right here, a spring on a P-switch is really good. But you don't want too many of them. So what do we think led to that structure from here? And the map has 2 springs in it, I think, that spawn. So last time when I was doing the runs, the things that's in common is this bit right here. So we can try to work with this bit being on and see where we go from there. So we'll just pick a few random ones. But this one right here could be a good one. Maybe. 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 So the bits of interest that we've found so far has been this one, this one, this one, and this one. And now we found that one in a different situation too. This one pushed them all, and we're screwed. Okay, so the one to the side was also turned on. So was this one. So it could be that it's actually this one that we need. Let's find out. Which one did I say? Where is it at? It was to the one space to the right of that middle spot. So here's the middle spot. Let's just see what this looks like. Alrighty then. Yep. Let's see if it falls on the spring. So it fell on the bombs, which is good. You don't want it to fall on the spring that first run. But that one to the right, it fell on the bombs. Let's see where it ends up though. Hey, look at what we got. We got our old buddy back. Look at that. This is a positive sign right here. Oh no, this is different because they're switched. Normally it's the P-switch on bottom and the spring on top. We're back at nothing. Back at nothing. So maybe they both need to be on? Let's just pick some random ones. What? Maybe they both need to be on. Maybe we should do a run with just those two and see what it looks like. When you have a few items that you're picking, there's kind of a lot of empty space in the Chaos Chamber. So you might be able to pick inputs that are close. Wait, did I screenshot it? I can't remember. It really is kind of a lot of empty space. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. But it needs to be over here. That's probably bad. Ten seconds. It's gonna be back, probably. Yeah, that was bad. Go back to some random inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're waiting. What on earth is this garbage? Fishy! Welcome! This is in the category of uncleared levels. This is a puzzle level. By Hawkeye. Or specifically, a Chaos Chamber. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it doesn't have any RNG. There's no RNG ladder. You don't have to worry about your inputs for RNG purposes. But it's currently in Team 0% scope. I think there's some people... Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think there's some people doing some software attempts to brute force a solution. So this is just kind of like messing around. Theoretically, it's possible for a person to solve it. And the more items that you have, the harder it would be. You know, if you only had like 3 items. But if you haven't seen the level before, you pick your inputs, get a bunch of stuff that happens, and you have to blow up all bombs. So kind of the gold standard to approach this level is use a modded emulator, speed it up, try some statistical analysis, and then brute force your way to a solution. Or at least that is what we have seen work so far with another level like this. Not making a whole lot of progress. We're not really getting to our PB very often. So let's go back to Old Faithful. Maybe pick a few more inputs too. Oh, I accidentally picked this one. We'll see what happens. I think everything is gonna blow up. So this one, this one, this one, and this one is our trusty picks here. Especially these two I've been focusing on a lot. Tend to get pretty far with those, but you still have to get all 24. So when the P-switch activates at 420, the bombs need to be in such a way, you have 5 bombs, they have to cover all the coins. So here's, I don't even know how many you need right here. You only have 5, so, you know, this will do 1 and 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what it would look like. Yeah, it's basically a puzzle level. This looks really bad. This is not good. This is not good at all. There is no way that's good. Yeah. So let's build in the editor. Let's just pretend. Okay, let's try to make the ending. Hey, what is that? What is that right there? What is that? Okay, let's see. SMW. So where do the bombs even need to be? Because those coins are so spread out. Can't take a screenshot of that? Are you kidding me? Maybe we can just look at it and see. There's a coin there. Is there a coin right there? 3, 5, 8, 11, 15 is a solution. I feel like I tried that. Okay, so we only have 5 bombs. So one of them might need to be over here. Is this one gonna blow that one up? It would have to be like really far away. Let's say there's 2 here and 3 here. Maybe, I don't think you can blow up all of these with just 1. They're too far apart. You probably need 2 in this area. And then let's see what this side looks like. So obviously if you have 5 and you have 2 over here, because you can't, you know, there's no way. So you need at least 2 bombs over here. Same thing right here. 1, you know, 1 over here, 2 and 3. So it seems like you need 3 in the top left, and 2 in the bottom right. But we can definitely try that input. We can definitely try that. And if anybody wants to play at home, I would not have my feelings hurt if he beat me to first clear. And the level code is right there. 3V8C74BMF. Not that, you know, you really have to, but just let me know. Just let me know if you get it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, okay, you want to go for something with no P-switches. All right. All right, that's bold. That's a bold. I do think there is a solution with only springs. That's just my gut, you know. Wait, did I screenshot it? I can't remember. So you got one. Probably need 2 up here, 3 over here somewhere. And at 420, it's gonna activate. So 1 over here. Yeah, come on, buddy. 2, that's 2. Oh. Well, they were kind of spread out in the right way. You did, I will say, you did get 2 on the right and most of them on the top left. They were in a great spot. 15 seconds too early. Dude, tell me about it. All right, let's do some spring-only attempts because maybe you get a better spread if you do spring-only attempts. And I still think there's a solution with less than 7 inputs. But I don't know if there's a solution with both less than 7 inputs and only springs. Thunderbird! Good luck! Thank you! Raise your arms in the air like the frickin' Spirit Bomb in Goku. Thanks for the good luck. It might be even less. Maybe. But they do have to get up there. If I don't pick enough inputs, it seems like they kind of stay in the middle a little bit. Crap. All right. I think we're probably, maybe try one more. But I think it would be good if we had some P-switches. Is that the same inputs I did last time? It looks very similar. It looks very similar. Because I was running and jumping, so they're spaced out. They're spaced out. Yep. The first 3 seconds is somewhat predictable, but you have to go for like maybe 30 seconds. This is pretty good. If you get a spring on the left, that might be pretty good. Wow, it just shot it right over there, dude. Whoa! Holy smokers! Since I did some tries on this level, having a good amount of P-switches can smush the bombs against the block. 13! New PB! 13 PB. Did a good amount of tries on this, having a good amount of P-switches can smush the bombs against the blocks, which would also work. Oh. This seems so much easier to upload than to play. Yes! That's the whole thing about it. It's like you can upload it immediately. GG on the PV, thanks! 13 is our PV for the stream. I think I played it offline and I got to like 16. What would stop someone from mass producing this with more options? Let's not talk about it and give people ideas that they don't need to do. Let's just say it's a known issue. I mean, nothing really, but if we built a software tool that could solve them easily, that would be the deterrent. Yeah, nothing except for the time commitment. Yeah, there is a little bit of effort that goes into making it. You know, you have to. I think a lot of people who are going to imitate these levels are probably going to build them poorly and they're going to have cheese. I think only a few people really... Look at these guys bouncing. Only a few people know how to build them pretty well. And even the best people who have made some accidentally had cheese in the first version of their level. Cheese is always a possibility, yeah. Some unintended consequence. It would be pretty funny if this level was built with only springs and then the P-switches were added after. I hope this has a Lido at the goal. Even if you have experience building a level, yeah, it's not like totally easy. If I thought about building one of these, I'm like, I think I would probably mess it up. All right, which P-switch did we say we feel the best about? This one? Okay. So we're going back to our trusty P-switch here, and we're doing mostly springs now. We just happen to also pick this one. Alito at the goal would be pretty funny, but even if the level had a 6-minute speed run, as long as somebody found the combination, you could share the password with someone. Is it 19 or 20? I think it's 19. Alito wouldn't really do much. Yeah, because if you couldn't make the Lido, you would just give the password to somebody who could make it. Or if it was, like a 6-minute speed run, you would just share the password and then whoever's capable of doing that, would put the password in once you know it and then just beat it. That was bad. If you have the correct password, you could just do it again easily, yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing is like... Okay, we're going back to spring-only attempts. Spring-only attempts. We are not doing too bad on spring-only attempts. It would be very funny if the level creator made this level with the password with only springs, and then they added the P-switches as a red herring. That would be pretty funny. Because you see the second row, so you think you need to use it. Did you try only doing the blocks under the burners? Probably. The real level is the friends we made along the way. So true. I can try that next version. Do you want both the P-spring, the P-switch and the spring? This is not looking too bad. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Got too many over here. Crap! Even if that's the case, there are most likely multiple solutions. Yeah, probably at least 10, right? I don't know, maybe not. But do you want, I feel like I have tried this, because somebody in the comments did actually say something about only pick the ones under the burners. You do get, one thing I'll say is that if you're trying to carefully pick your input, you kind of get just enough time. Well, I guess if you're really good, you get a lot of time, but if you're looking at like each one, you kind of get just the amount of time that you need. Spring 2, 4. Okay, Fishy has another idea. We'll try that one next. All right. We're getting a good spread. It's kind of alternating between being stuck on the... Oh, jeez. That's not good. I think the run is cooked. Sorry, Subversion. All right, every guess is $1. No, I'm just kidding. I think I've tried no blocks also. Yes, definitely. Okay, spring is, all right, Fishy's idea, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So do you want the P switches to start on this side from 1 or this side from 1? From the right to the left. So this is, so you want this to be number 1 and that turned on right there, this one. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh crap. 19! Oh, you could. No, you can't. No, you'll get stuck in there. I had just enough time even with pausing. All right, you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked. You already lost 3. You're cooked. Thanks for playing. Each of these attempts is $1. This is basically gambling now. No, I'm just kidding. That would actually be gambling if you like offered the winner like $100 Walmart gift card or something. There's no way Twitch would let you do that, right? And then every attempt is like 100 bits or something. Let me try generic patterns. I assume it's something more random. I've tried a few patterns. I tried to spell out pi. I tried to do the Fibonacci sequence. Thunderbird has an idea. Okay. We'll try Thunderbird next. Try that idea next there. Like springs on left and right of burner and then P under it. I don't know if I've tried that. I can give it a shot. But I thought about sequences and codes that would be something plausible. The idea is just a random bunch of numbers. How dare you! How dare you pick a random bunch of numbers in a level where it's probably random chance. All right, let me see here. The spread is not looking great. All right, try Thunderbirds. Attempts next. So we got 2 through 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There will be so many more levels like this. I hope not. I really hope not. And then P-switches, we're going to have to count from the same side. So number 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3. So this will be number 3. We'll count from right to left. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, dude, this is already going to blow it up. This is way too many P-switches. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, how is 3 to 6 4 P-switches? What? Okay, whatever. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Jeez, dude. 13. 14, 15. 16, 17, 18. All right, buddy. Oh, this does not. This is way too input heavy. This is way too input heavy. Maybe not. Maybe not. They didn't get squished on the first pass. So they're definitely, ooh, that's not good. When you have, ooh, you've already lost 3. You've already lost 3. Like springs on left and right of burner and then something under it. I feel like the first code was probably random. I feel like it was probably random. But, you know. I did get 17 once with a lot of P-switches though. That's good. That's good. Honestly, the distribution could be closer to, what is 19 times 2, 38. So the distribution could be closer to 17 inputs, about half of the inputs. But I feel like there's a lot of dead ends in that area. Okay, okay, okay. And if we're doing human attempts, it's easier to keep track, visually at least, with fewer inputs. But there's most certainly solutions. Probably most of the solutions. Maybe, I don't know. It would be hard to say. Cooked. We got cooked. Hi, anyone have the code? I can put it in the chat. You're welcome to play along. Just let me know if you beat it. I'll put it in the chat. There you go. Ooh, pin the code. This one is working somewhat well for streaming since you don't have too many inputs and it starts relatively quickly. Yeah. How do I pin a message? I don't know how to pin a message. Let me see. Let me start up the next one and I'll take a look at that. Let's go back to old faithful. Some of the old reliable inputs here. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to pin this. Because I should probably know as a streamer how to pin a message, right? Just guess like 278 trillion 800. Let me see if this is how I can pin it. No, I don't know how to pin. It could be because I am just looking at everything from a tablet and not on a computer. It might not be able to pin a message in mobile. Just guess like 274 trillion 877 billion 906. Wait a minute. 274 billion 877 million 906,944 times. I thought you were good at this game, dude. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Sometimes these things just take a little time. Maybe this, if a person was doing this, it might just take until the heat death of the universe. Maybe. 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 Gotta spare a couple of years? Totally. Just guess better. Just guess better. If you were smart enough, you'd be able to tell how the interactions are going, and you'd be able to look at this and say, oh, I need this, 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 and this, because this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Just gotta be smarter about it. Don't guess, just know. Just do it. Just do it! What's that guy's name? Shia LaBeouf. Just do it! Actually, it's all 50-50. You either do it or you don't. That's pretty funny. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Is this good? This is... Oh, jeez. No, go back over there! Yes. Okay. Okay, we had some up there. I meant to start over. This is pretty tough. It's a pretty tough level. Wonder if we should try our anchor inputs again. So here's the anchor inputs. Okay. These are going to be our anchor inputs. I feel like we've had a lot of good runs with these turned on. These were also pretty good, but we didn't get very far, so let's pull it back. Just do this. Maybe see what happens. So this bounced up on there. So we got this over here, that's good. I think it blew up a coin, so that is okay. If you lose a bomb, but it also blows up a coin, it's served its purpose. I have nothing over here, though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Dang it! All right. It's not looking too good. This is kind of like your odds at the frickin' slot machines in the casinos. Except you can actually like see what's going on. All right. I feel pretty good about this. Feel pretty good about this set of inputs here. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is maybe good. So right there. So sometimes when they cross like that, they do interact, but that time they didn't. Ten seconds. This is pretty gross. That is probably not good. Let's find out. Holy smokes. That could be good. I've never seen that before. Whoa, how many was that? Just one, but it blew up a lot of them. I've never seen two P-switch, a P-switch on a P-switch on a spring. So what is that, just 9? Wrecked. Have you been in the door that leads nowhere? I think there is just a little, cheesy trolley something. Like, you can take hidden blocks all the way up and you just die. I don't think I've ever tried 3 P-switches right next to each other. This is a lot of P-switch inputs. Yeah, I think that door is just like you hit hidden blocks and you like run over and then you just like die to a death or spike or something. It's gotta have like a spike at the goal or something. Yeah. Let's see what these 3 P-switches on the right kind of do. So one of them hit a spring. We're just kind of bouncing right there. Otherwise, surely someone will try it. Yeah. I mean, it's got like 5,000 attempts on it. So the 3 P-switches started out... Wait, how do I have 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Does one load into the room? Oh no, I picked 4. I picked 3 to the right and 1 to the left. So the 1 to the left is staying there. Nope, it's gone. Dang it. Silly me, clear gone. Yeah. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and then we'll get back to some more attempts. Be right back. Okay, we're back. And I'm gonna do a mic check. And then I need to make sure that it's still synced. Pushing A. Still synced. Pushing A. Okay, cool. So, there's a few assumptions that we've made so far. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the idea that I like so far the best is that there is a solution. A solution exists with 7 bits. Just a hypothesis. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't even pick 7! Alright. So the hypothesis is a solution exists with 7 bits. If you have fewer than 5, you don't really get a good spread. They kind of just stay low and stay in the middle. If you have more than 10, there's a good chance that they get crushed. The other hypothesis that we had is that there's a solution that exists with only springs. But I'm not going to test that one right now. So right now we're going to focus on the 7-bit hypothesis. So far our PB is 13. So let's see what we can figure out. I'm gonna try to do 5 springs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 P switches. So that'll get us to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this P switch and this spring are gonna be on. So that leaves us with finding. So I'm making a hypothesis, you know, maybe it's wrong, but we're saying a solution exists where there's 7 bits. 2 of the bits are going to be those first left ones. And then the number of P switches is probably 2, 3, or 4. Probably not 5, 6, or 7. Which this could be a solution that's different from the creator's solution. There could be multiple solutions. But it seems like we get good results when we go with those parameters. And it's all a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Okay. So if we're gonna add up to 7, let's try 4. 1, 2, 4. So now we're gonna pick 3. Okay. So we're gonna add up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably not more. With fewer inputs, the creator would have to play the level less because the bombs wouldn't blow up prematurely. Yeah. Yeah, it's also just easier to see. And it could be that the puzzle was built small and then it expanded outward. Maybe the puzzle was only the first half of the screen or something. I don't know. I know it's version 2 because there was cheese in version 1, but that's about all I know. But at least for human attempts, it would seem to make sense to focus on a small number of inputs. That's not bad. Not too bad. I could still see a solution where there are a lot of inputs and the bomb don't blow up until the P. Yes, that is maybe what the creator had, maybe. So 10. Could very well be. That's kind of like the hypothesis that, you know, let's say half of the switches are on and half of them are off. Five. So I'm going back to, let's say, 5 springs and 2 P switches. Okay. So I'm revising the hypothesis. We're gonna test some inputs with only 5 springs and 2 P switches. And then when you load into the level, there's already 2 springs in the level. So I think the general motion of the room is that I have too many springs. Is what it kind of seems like. Okay. So we'll go back to 5 and 2. The downside of many P switches, the bombs get destroyed too early. The upside, you can still get coins and blocks when they're destroyed. Yes, so they could just be blowing up at a different time. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay. That's just a current hypothesis that we are trying to check right now. It could, yes, we are, actually, that's a good point, because we're making the assumption that all of the bombs are blowing up at the very end. And it could be that in the first 5 seconds, these 2 blow up. And then in the next 5 seconds, this one blows up. And then at the very end, these blow up. That could be the case. I think I was supposed to choose 3 P switches. I was supposed to do 3 P switches. That's what we were saying. Okay, so that means 4 springs. Okay, there we go. So, total number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 P switches. 4 springs. So it's a pretty good mixing. We have a pretty good mixing now. Nothing is getting squished. Things are, you know, moving. We don't really have a lot of dead space anywhere. So when both of the bombs are in the claws, they don't interact with each other. That's interesting. Now they're in the middle, but the timer is about to go off. 6, maybe not great. Try some new inputs. Some new inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel pretty good about this one right here. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm always keeping these ones on. And then which one did we find out instantly loses? Is like one of these right here. That looks pretty gross right there. But this will also help make sure that they stay either left or right. It's moving, so that could be a good thing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. 3 P-switches in a spring on a, yeah. So that's almost actually maybe a good thing, I don't know. Maybe not, I mean it looks pretty bad. Ooh, 8. So what did that bring us to? 11? Try a few more attempts with this hypothesis. Okay. Alrighty. So we got another growth on our sideways spring there. So this claw didn't pick anything up that was on there. I don't think it dropped it on there, but I don't think it picks them up. Great. Go back to some random inputs. So maybe that hypothesis is not panning out. So I think if most people saw this, they would just do something like this, just kind of like jump randomly. Try to get like half of them on and half of them off. It's very hard to say, you know, if you have these two on, but then you have like this one on also, I think it's one of them next to them is like messing it up. So we got this again. We had that last time too, but now it's already gone. So sometimes things will appear and then disappear. So, but you gotta have it at that 40-second timer is the trick. This looks pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Try some more. We're doing now we're trying to get 50% input. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is still less than 19, of course. But, you know, we'll just kind of see what it looks like. And then we can try some input heavy ones and see what it looks like too. So that time it pushed them all over, but because it had a spring on top of it, they didn't get squished. And that one got squished. You got another idea? All right, we'll try it next. I think this run is cooked. I've already lost 3. Okay, springs, 3, 10, 15, 17. 3, 4, 5. 10. P switches. Wait, what was that? I lost track. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, it's a lot of P switches. Close. Wait, did I mess it up? Should I try it again? That's not good. Oh no, I'm at the bottom. Oh, okay, yeah. The timer was running pretty close there. Gamer! We've already lost 1 bomb. Maybe, ooh, how many is that? That actually might be a PB, even though we had 1 die in the beginning. Wow, that's... If they blow up another one, 17 is actually PB. 17 is actually PB. Not bad. So maybe... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 8. Yeah, you got PB, dude. 17 is better. I think when I played this offline one time, I got 16. But let's try some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try. Okay. Let's just try P switches. Why not? Why not? What do we got to lose? What do we got to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thunderbird has the PB. Leaderboard. Let's see what it looks like. You know, we have 2 springs from the map. So maybe, ooh, this looks ugly. This is gonna squish something. No way, nothing is squished yet. Oh my goodness, okay. Okay, that doesn't look very good. We have lost our chance of winning. I think they need at least 3 to 4 springs to move them around a bit. Yeah, that's what it seems like. So you start with 2 springs in the chamber already. Okay. This is pretty ugly. This is pretty ugly. If they explode and take out coins, it works too. That's true. That's very true. Because one of the assumptions that we were trying to make is that the coins are the end point, but it could be, you know, at some point in time, it blew up. Okay. Nobody's squishing. We don't squish here. This is a squish-free zone. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is definitely... If this gets in the middle... Oh, my goodness. How has nothing been blown up? Oh, okay. That didn't hit a coin, though. Might as well see where this goes. Okay. So we got one of them there. All right, let's just try very input heavy. A few very input heavy. To basically where there's almost no... I gotta get some sleep now. Hopefully someone can beat my 17. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Good night, dude. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna try some very input heavy inputs now. To see what that looks like. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we only have 13 bits turned off out of 38. 19 is the halfway mark, so this is more than half of the bits are turned on. So I'm thinking they're just gonna blow up immediately. One idea might be to take a good input and just change one other thing. Yes, yeah. Look at this dude. He was like glitched. That's pretty funny. Yeah, if you get really close and then you can try to change one thing and just see. What might come of it. It kind of seems like I get more... So we're back at 12, okay. We'll try another set of input heavy inputs. Okay. So just kind of randomly chosen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is more than 50% inputs turned on. So we can maybe see what it looks like. When you first take a look at this level, it kind of looks like, oh, you know, you pick half of them on, half of them off. Just because that's what the options are. So, yeah, we lost one already. Somehow nothing else is blown up. There's definitely, seems like there's more mixing. I got 3. So how many did that leave us with? Back at 12, okay. PB 17. That's amazing. Literally got every other one just trying to get random inputs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17 are off. The halfway point is 19, so it's slightly more than half of them by 1. It would be funny if there was a solution that only had 1 bit that was off. So we already lost 2. Yeah, so as you can see, definitely more than 50%. Let's just, try to keep only like, 3 of them off. Let's just see what it looks like. So you'd never like pick this randomly. You'd never be like, yeah, this looks fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the last one that we try with more than 50% of the bits on the input. So almost every single time, if you have more than, definitely more than 30 inputs, forget about it. Is there a solution with only 1 bit turned off? That would be hilarious, but there could be. So we've already lost 4 of the bombs, yeah. So definitely can't have too many turned on. One thing to revisit. Let's look at spring-only attempts again. So if you have too many springs, it can get crushed on the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The fewer P-switches that you have, the less chance there is that they will get squeezed. So, did the creator make the level with springs only and add the row of P-switches after? That would be pretty funny. The Chaos Chamber itself starts with 2 springs. It doesn't start with any P-switches. And of course, what are, the statistical chances that there is a solution with only springs? Let's check it out. Okay. Okay. So 9 inputs, half on, half off. They kind of fall right through. So the bombs only interact with the top of the spring. But if they get under it, yeah, so they only interact with the top of the spring. I'm pretty sure. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was a lot that was blown up right there. Back at 10. So there may be a solution that's only springs, but it might be hard to find. I feel like the hypothesis where we picked 4 springs and 3 P-switches was pretty good. I feel like that led to some good results. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. What just happened right there? I don't think that blew any of them up. Any of the coins, at least. What did they get stuck in? So this... What the heck? So they got pushed by that. So this one... I'm pretty sure this one was this input right there. So maybe that is a bad input. So I think it was somewhere around here. Okay. Alrighty then. I think these are gonna like float on right here, yeah? Oh no, only some of them did. Once something ends up on the sideways spring, they just kind of stay there the rest of the round. Okay, so what do you think? This one's good. Wait, which one was it? There's a few that we felt were maybe pretty good. This one and this one. Then we gotta pick two more. And then this one, and one of these seemed to be pretty good. One of those was pretty good. So I think this one kind of floats on there. Pretty much 10 seconds after it starts, there's no way to keep up with what's going on. If it was only 10 seconds long, you might be able to figure it out. So that hit some coins right there, so that could be good. Could be good. But I only had one over there. Let's see how many that hit. So back at 10. Surely we will accidentally pick the right combination at some point. Which one was it? Okay. Locked in. Locked in. Ready to get it. This is where I'm heading out. Take care and good luck. See you, Spurgeon. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry for the torture. This is probably like torture to watch. All good, been fun. All right, yeah. I think it's pretty late where you are. Later, dude. Take care. You can't really wait. Like, once the P-switch triggers, kind of need to... Alright, so this one seems good. This one seems good. This one seems good. This one. And this one. But I'm missing inputs. I'm missing inputs. It's not adding up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm missing 2 inputs somewhere. So it's kind of changed the nature of the room. I don't have the spring on a P-switch on the left anymore. What the heck is that? Okay. I think we needed those extra inputs. All right, 1, 2. So far, let me see. So I feel pretty good about this, and this. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If my assumptions are any good. This is good. This is good. This is maybe not good. This could be good. Oh, wow. Okay, 11. So what do we think messed that up? Okay, so what do we say? This one. This one. Still need 2 more. I feel like anything in between here might be bad. Now the 3 on the bottom, I think we have set. Just those. Yeah. What was it? That one. Those 3 P-switches. Okay. Alrighty then. So now we're trying this 5 input. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're picking 2 springs. Oh, we got those right there. All right, we'll probably try a few more and call it. A few more and then call it adieu. Adieu to new. Which one was it? That was the wrong one. Oh, jeez. 10 seconds. Places, people. If the bomb runs into itself, does it turn around? Okay. Was it that one? Yes. Maybe it's only one over here. I picked the wrong one again. I keep meaning to pick that one. So 2 of them blew up, and they also blew up 2 coins. I have 3 left. So I don't think I can win from there. All right, let's try one more thing. See what it looks like. This one, this one, this one, this one. This one, this one. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6. Feel pretty good about this. Big money! Big money, no whammy. No whammy. So they're kind of staying together. No! They got wrecked. Oh, they're back. Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? No. Alright, we're done. Alrighty, that's the level. As you can see, pretty hard to figure out on your own. Pretty hard to figure out on your own. For sure. We'll call it there. Thanks for watching, everyone, to the introduction of this level type known as Chaos Lock. Currently, the best way that we know of to try to beat it is to brute force it with software. Like external software. You might be able to figure it out, but it would be pretty hard. And there's also harder ones where you have RNG inputs in addition to the chaos inputs. Saturday, probably gonna build Fishy's level on Saturday. So yeah, never gonna play this level again. Such a waste of time, dude. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.